So what I thought I'd share with you here today is how to test for cracked rotor bars in an induction motor. So I've got this little shaded pole motor here, and I'm injecting some voltage into it at 50 Hertz. And what I've done is I've sawn this part of the rotor off, so those rotor bars are no longer in circuit. Now what happens is that because of that, as this rotor rotates in the stator, the reactance is going to change, and therefore the voltage is going to change. And one can see that. That voltage should not change when a rotor in good condition is rotated by hand in an induction motor with voltage being injected into one of the windings. So if it's a three-phase motor, you're only going to inject into one of the phases. It'll be single phase, and it'll be low voltage, and you're going to measure the current. You're going to look for a change in the current, and a significant change in current means that the rotor reactance is changing at certain places, which means that you've got out of circuit rotor bars. This is very common after a motor burnout where the rotor got very hot and it led to cracked rotor bars, so they're no longer in circuit, which leads to performance problems. The motor doesn't develop good torque, but also starts to develop unusual harmonics, which interferes with the operation if it's run off a variable speed drive. So as you can see here, I've got the cutout section lined up with the one pole. So as I rotate it, you can see the voltage change. When I line it up with the other pole, you can see the voltage go back to what it was over there. So we know that we've got a rotor with a problem over here because I've taken part of it out of circuit. Okay, and if you're testing with a bigger motor, it's going to be exactly the same. You're going to inject current, AC current, or AC voltage, and look for a change in current, or inject current and then look for a change in voltage. You can do it either way. The change as you rotate the rotor in the current should be no more than 3%. If you've got more than that, you know you've got a problem. And that's how you would investigate a suspected rotor problem on an induction motor, where it is possible that you got some of these rotor bars that are no longer in circuit. That's them over there. So I took a hacksaw and I modified this rotor a bit for this experiment. So I'm just using a signal generator to inject at this stage, and we can see it certainly has a profound effect having made that cut. It is very clear. Right, so that's interesting. Thought I'd share with those who maybe work with motors and so on how to do the test if you suspect you've got a bad rotor with cracked bars. You can do this test over here. That value should not change if you've got a good rotor. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, take care, have an awesome day further, and I shall see you next time for more awesome stuff. Alrighty, bye.